You leave home, but you realize you left your phone at your house. So then you go back, but your house is on fire. A magical crane has picked up all of your sentimental items. You have 56 seconds before the entire house burns down, which is exactly enough time to pick up 5 items to save and 5 items you'll be forced to burn. What are you saving? In what order? What might you need to burn for the better? These are the kinds of questions I have. When something goes missing, how much does it change my life? What is priority? I'm going to go through some of the products I own using this rating system / formula that I made to see numerically if I value something or not. I give a word rating that corresponds to numbers to 4 categories. Those categories are priority, price, features, and quality. Those numbers are then averaged out to create a value score. I created ranges to correspond to the overall value. Starting with my phone. I love my iPhone 12 mini. The simple but powerful iOS software focus on the communication experience with continuous enhancements with iMessage and FaceTime and a color realistic camera. The iPhone 12 mini was and is great quality. What makes it stand out is the fact that over the 3 years, the user experience actually has gotten better due to Apple's widely supported annual iOS update. To name a few notable features, iMessage now has reactions and replies, widgets, which is annoyingly long overdue, but widgets, and dark mode is fantastic. There are many more features, but overall features are great. In terms of price, Verizon was doing this crazy trade-in deal where you could get like $600 to $800 off your phone with a trade-in, even with at the time for phones that were like 4 years old. I think I only paid like $300 something. So for that price, I give it a supreme because retail was like $750 for my 128 gigabyte. I actually started to like using my laptop way more than my phone. Like I'd rather text people from my laptop or watch stuff on my laptop because it's just better. So I would give the priority score a great / amazing and overall a 5.63, which is amazing value. After COVID hit with all the remote jobs, standing desks have been trending like crazy. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and bought this bad boy for $220. Now, it is secondhand, but to be honest, other than the scratch it has, I've had it for over 2 years and it still works like new. Quality is good and it's packed with features. While the actual desk could have more depth, it has 3 adjustable heights, a nice drawer, a wireless phone charger, and 2 USBs on the side. And the desk can double as a whiteboard, all for $220. I mean, to me, the price is great. The reason this price is not like amazing, even though you see like $600 standing desks, is that to me, you pay a massive amount for a well-engineered motor that ultimately just moves your desk from up to down, which makes it not really worth a high price. I mean, it is a standing desk, but realistically also like I'm only standing like probably 5 to 10% of my time, so like again it's a standing desk, but 90% it's just a regular desk, so I'm paying a lot for standing desk even though I'm mainly using it for a regular sitting desk. But in terms of priority, this desk to me is great because so much work is done here, so for that I give an overall score of 3.75 in good value. This is my favorite keyboard. I'm no keyboard warrior though, but all I know is that this keyboard looks incredibly aesthetic and minimal, which is exactly why I love it. I love the sound and feel of the brown switches. Great / amazing quality. Great features too. Can easily switch between 3 devices, Android, Windows, Mac, and iOS. And is backlit. For $84, I think that this is a great price. In terms of priority, it's definitely not high. If it broke, I wouldn't immediately replace it. I would probably just continue to use my MacBook keyboard. I would just be super sad because it's so fun to type on. And for that, I'm going to give it a priority of good / mid and overall a 3.25 of good value. The Pegasus is Nike's oldest running shoe as they are now on their 40th model. This shoe's quality is great. It's a really great neutral ground running shoe with not too much cushion but enough to feel some rebound and bounce. How does it stand out? It has a breathable, lightweight, thin mesh upper and has these flywires to have your foot nice and snug. But all in all, I would give it a great for features. There is one thing about this shoe that is supreme, and that's the price. While the retail is low-key kind of high at $130, this shoe is legit always on sale for like massive amounts. I mean, I got this shoe for $60 and this is the second time I did that. And for most runners, I mean, unless you have to run in style, like sometimes they have general or like kind of like the dinkier colorways on sale. And I mean, it's like super worth. It's like nearly more than 50% off. I've seen these shoes for $60, $70, $80, $90. And so as a runner myself who runs 3 to 5 days a week all year long on and off, I give it a great / amazing for priority and an overall score of 5.63 with amazing value. This is one of my favorite shoes I have, the Jordan 1 Game Royale. It's just like the Chicago colorway but blue, and these are fire. The leather is great quality. I mean, I've never worn Jordan 1, so I can't speak to their comfort, but I'm going to assume they aren't that comfortable, but comfortable enough for people to want to wear them for style. What makes this stand out? I mean, it's pretty much the simple but iconic and more exclusive color blocking of this shoe. In terms of price, sneakers are interesting, right? The price is bad in the sense that if we can pay $400 for one pair of shoes, but the price is actually great considering the resale price is high and I got it for the lower end. So for that, I give it a good/mid. But the truth is, I've never worn these shoes, and if they disintegrated, I would be super sad, but not a single aspect of my life would change. And because I've never worn them, there wouldn't even be anything to reminisce about. Even if I did wear them here and there, I mean, it is the lowest in priority. So overall, I give it a 1.38, aka mid value. For the past 2 years, if I'm wearing long pants, whatever occasion it is outside of bumming at home, chances are I'm wearing these pants from Express. I mean, I could wear these casually, a little bit more formally, I could cuff them. They are so versatile and they shoe on it. And I mean, the best part is they are comfy. To me, the quality is great/amazing. And they got features. The material is kind of like this tech fleece, so it's like a little stretchy, and it also has an elastic waistband, a zipper pocket inside the right pocket. I got these pants for about 50% off when it was already 30% off, so I mean, I remember paying $32 when retail was like $78, and that's a freaking steal. And for me, these would be put in the essential clothing category since I can wear it with like any color, so priority is great, and overall, a rating of 5.88, an amazing value. As I've gotten older, I realized how much of a privilege it is to take care of my body. So I came out of retirement and went back to the dentist after 5 years, and I was humbled with 4 cavities. Man, you need to do better, Eugene. Health is wealth. Which is why I spent 10 times more than how much I normally spend on a toothbrush with the Philips Sonicare 4100. And it's great quality, a soft brush and a vibration. It has a timer that automatically stops after 2 minutes. It alerts you after 6 months to change the brush head. It has a 2-week battery and 2 modes of vibration, and overall great features. It was $50, and the next time I went to Target, I saw it on sale for $30, and considering you can get a manual toothbrush for $5, I think the price for $50 is mid, although it could prevent heavy cost of dentist procedures in the future. FYI, I'm talking to myself, so for that, I'm gonna give it a good/mid price rating and amazing priority, and overall a 3.63 at good value. The MacBook Pro has been a game changer. macOS is intuitive, easy to learn because of its uniformity with iOS, and performs smoothly due to its well-optimized macOS programs like Final Cut Pro. So for quality, I give it an amazing. But what else can it do? Its speakers are phenomenal. The display is incredibly crisp, color vibrant, and has a fast refresh rate. The keyboard is normal, which means it's great, and the trackpad is Apple's signature, which means even haptic feedback across the entire trackpad. And it has ports, great/amazing for features. In terms of price, I had the rare privilege of knowing an Apple employee, so I got a 25% family and friends discount, which is literally unheard of, so I paid roughly $1,600. It's supreme in the sense that this discount is incredibly rare, but I still paid a high price even with a 25% discount. So for that, I can't give it quite as supreme, but I'll give it an amazing/supreme. In terms of priority, it's number one. I mean, I do all my personal organization, video editing, I consume media, it has all my personal files, and if my house was on fire, this would be the first thing I would grab. It's my one item I give in the priority category, a supreme, and a final score of 6.75, which is my one and only product of supreme value. A lot of my products I got with a unique discount, which I know always won't be the case for many people, which is why for my product reviews moving forward, I'll give my score at the price I bought the item, and then give a score in which I think the average consumer would rate that product at a retail price. So for example, for the average consumer buying the MacBook Pro 14-inch at retail price, I will say they will benefit from pretty much all aspects of what the MacBook Pro excels in, but for a high price. I mean, at over $2,000 with tax, that is a premium price. I would say you are definitely getting a lot for what you are paying for. A laptop is unique though in the sense that I think there are actually 3 types of average consumers. People in my shoes where their laptops run their life might give a score of 4.88 at great value. But then there's the email checking, internet surfing Netflixer, which I would say the score would be around a 3.17. And then maybe for like a student or someone who mostly works with several light performance programs and then occasionally heavy ones, I would see this as a 3.63 at good value. Most would probably be better off with a cheaper Mac or Windows laptop. All right, so here's some things I've learned overall. Okay, there's a lot of great for features and quality. I mean, it seems generally true for like a lot of products. They are above good, but not quite amazing. So, I mean, that makes sense. It's also like true to me. I don't tend to buy the nicest version of things like the $600 autonomous desk or $200 Hokas, but then I generally buy things in the great tier anyways. So that also makes sense, but nothing of great value. Interesting. Okay. My Express pants are of higher value according to my formula than my iPhone. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I do agree that they are both amazing. I mean, I think that the weight of priority maybe should be increased. Noted. I see that the iPhone 12 mini and Pegasus 38 have the same value, which, I mean, maybe not exact same value, but in terms of like how I feel about each of those products, I mean, I do agree they're basically identical. I mean, like they're both not the top tier product, but still great, but like heavily both discounted, both with great features and both like pretty important. Like obviously because my phone is like my mini pocket computer, and to me running like helps me stay healthy, but it's not like the top priority. My shoes are the lowest value, no surprise there, unfortunately, even though I love those are my babies. Yeah, and then if I organize in terms of priority, yeah, I mean, I think I agree with everything so far. I guess it's kind of hard to say that the iPhone and running shoes are in the same tier, but it kind of makes sense to me. And then like clothing, like especially essential clothing, I still think it's below like the amazing tier or the A tier. And then, I mean, yeah, everything makes sense. My standing desk, yeah, I should be in the B tier. I want priority to be practical, so I think I want to define priority as how much you need something and how much you use it, and not how much you want it. Because like, I mean, I really did want those shoes, and that's why I accidentally bought them. But like, practically speaking, they actually don't have value to me. And another thing is, I thought about even like within shoes, there are different tiers of priorities. Like I prioritize daily shoes over my occasional like fashion piece. So I think like quantity also affects priority. Noted. I think an interesting point is that some things that you really value, you end up saving, as in like you don't use it. But then if you don't use it or not use it as much, you won't get as much value from it, you know? So like how do we like balance that? I don't know, but what do you think? If you want to try using the value calculator, you can use the link down in the description below. Now it's time to start reviewing products, raffling products, and raising money for homeless people. Does anybody want some AirPods Pros too?